My podcast is directed at African American men, ADOS. Okay, only. Okay, that's who I'm talking to. I'm on a mission to maybe gather up about maybe 20 to 30 black men my age, okay, men of a certain age that are going to help me go coast to coast, having town hall meetings, bringing black men together to talk about situations that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, the acknowledgement of our terroristic society that we live in. But now, that all may seem easy and seem wonderful and everything, and say get it off the ground, and we get a hire publicists and they go out and they, hit the airways and they attract a lot of brothers that come together so that we could do this, undertake this. You guys, you have no friends. You need to know who your enemies are. Your enemies, I'll put it to you in a way that I told one brother that, because he said, man, how do I know if somebody's with me or against me in this endeavor? Because he's like me. He's against global white supremacy, okay? That's our enemy. He recognizes that. But how do I know? Because see, there's a brothers and sisters come at you with all this woke talk and all this and that. How do you know they stand with you? That they're not your enemy, that they're not there to try to put a dagger in you. I told them, you look at their vested interests. Anyone who has any inkling toward financial empowerment, money, fame, all those things, if they show signs of that, look at how they walk, how they talk, how they move, okay? They're not your friend because you're talking about taking something away from them, okay? That's like being, I keep telling people, all slaves didn't want to be free. Some sabotaged the efforts, okay? Two slaves was at the fence at the back 40, and that fence had a big old hole in it, and one slave looked at the other one and said, man, he said, you see this big old hole? We can get through this tonight. Boy, tonight we'll wrap up us some, goods, food or whatever, and we'll slip out and we'll go through this hole right here. We find our freedom. But that other slave, he's sitting there listening to him. But see, that other slave had a pretty decent job back there. He didn't really have to pick in that field, okay? His job was bringing water out there to the Mormons and the horses, the livestock. That's all he had to do was fetch water. And so he's sitting there looking at this fool. 5 minutes later, he go get Massa. Massa, let me show you something. And he shows Massa that hole in the fence. He said, Massa, I can fix that for you. So Massa looked at that and said, yeah, you're going to fix that hole because I don't want nobody easing out of that. That's what we got today. Okay? You got a lot of folk be sitting up here listening to me. Man, what he talking about doing, the moment this shit start getting off the ground, U.S. economy fragile already. It's going to collapse. Europe going to collapse. Man, I won't have a job. You'd be free and don't even know it. Won't have a job. That means you'll be free now. Liberated. You can make your own job now. Everything is going to go to shit, hell in a handbasket. Okay? That's how you determine your enemies. Your enemies, okay, they dress nice. They look good. Window dressers, okay? They're in the politics. They're in the music industry, the acting industry, the sports. They're not about to want to see you stand your ass up, okay? Because they lose all that. That's gone in a flash. In a flash. So, know thy enemies. And know if you are my enemy. Because I ain't about wanting to see global white supremacy continue its mission of killing and colonizing black and brown nations. I'm sorry, that ain't me. I'm not down with that. I don't say we when this house is burning. I love you. I am Nathan Robinson, and I am back quiet.